super frustrated, and not at Nebraska. You hear me? Blah, blah, blah. You're bitter. Fire them. I'm not buying it. Be good people. Don't be an Iowa fan. Manic Monday continues to go again, right? Husker fans, faithful. Here we are. So if you haven't watched it yet, I just released something on the Tony White deal. Now, this time we're going to talk about who we know right now who is rumored to be or entered into the transfer portal already. If you're not aware, the transfer portal isn't something that you can just get access to. You have to be in the university, a coach, or something of that nature to get access to the NCAA's transfer portal. So, as we have to hear about it from typically uh, the Huskers themselves that are entering, or somebody in one of another university could probably leak it, so to speak. But no member of the media has direct access unless we somehow they finagle to get a login or something out of somebody at the team, which I doubt that's the case. I seriously doubt that's the case. So what we have to do is go what we get, what we hear, what we see, what we're hearing. Okay. So what have we heard so far? All right, let's cover Malachi Coleman. He's told Rule he was transferring. Okay. Gabe Irvin, Stefan Thompson, and now we're hearing Jamari Butler, right? Interesting. All those names are familiar to you. And maybe the only one that may be not familiar to you is Stefan Thompson, but I can tell you this. He had a lot of upside. He was going to be good. He had a lot of potential. You've seen him on the field a couple of times producing, learning. I believe he's a redshirt junior. So they're all going to be missed, right? Malachi going to be missed. Jamari, probably the biggest stinger. A lot of upside with that guy, was producing. But for whatever reason, his own or whatever the case may be, or maybe the staff told him that, it was time to move on. Gabe Irvin, that story. Um, redshirt junior there as well. A lot of upside, but we've got some good backs, right? I mean, Dante Dowdell, right? Ramir Johnson, Emmett Johnson. Come on, what a bright future. Anyway, we're not going to dive into the position groups. We're going to talk about the people who are transferring out, and it's just the beginning. There's more coming, and you cannot trim a roster from 150 to 145 when you are, and you look at my other videos, some of my other articles, I've said that we are a very young team. Okay. So yes, we have seniors going out. It's not a huge number, right? Plus we got to bring in new recruits. So we're going to have some of that middle group, juniors, this year juniors, future seniors that are going to be going bye-bye. We're going to have sophomores that are going bye-bye, some freshmen that are going to go. It's just going to happen. They're going to go bye-bye, right? Because you are going from 150 to 105. That's 45 places that you've got to eliminate. It's a sliding rule, so to speak. This many graduating, so I have this many room if I was only going to keep to the 150, right? But I've got to trim that down, so I've got to find all these spots in between. I don't think that was the case with Jamari Butler. I think he's leaving for whatever his reason is. I don't know. But he said he's entering the transfer portal. But don't be surprised. These names are familiar because you care, right? You know these names because you're a fan. You read the articles. We have more access as a Husker fan base to our university, our students, because of the great media coverage by the likes. I mean, I'm going to name people specifically, and I'm not intentionally leaving anybody out, but I just want you to think about what I'm about to say here. You know these kids' names because of these people, okay? First and foremost, there's three people that I think do an incredible job, top notch. Steve Sipple, Sam McEwen, okay, and Tom Chattel. They do a phenomenal job. If you're not following them, follow them. Okay. This is, I don't work with them. I don't work for them. They don't do anything for me, but they do a great job. Now, I also think, and just hear me out, right? That's three that I've named so far. Let's, Tim Verghese is phenomenal. Ravi Lula, phenomenal. Damon Benning, phenomenal. Adam Carricker, phenomenal. Jake Sorensen, phenomenal. Coach Bill Bush, phenomenal. Sean Callahan, great. Robin Washut, phenomenal. One of my personal favorites, who I think is absolutely hysterical too, is Brian Christopherson. He is hysterical. And that's just, some of the main players. There's plenty of other players too. And I'm not intentionally leaving out Josh Peterson on 1620 The Zone, right? He does a great job. I'm not going to say the people I'm not a fan of, but you definitely know who I like. And there's other people too. There's some other podcasters. There's some doom and gloomers. There's some frauds. They're total frauds. But I'm not going to give them any street cred, any time. But my point is, because of those people that I mentioned, you have access and information that are coming. We have quality media, right? That delivers on some of this stuff. And there's people that I don't personally know that I'm not. Michael Severe, I don't personally know him. Love what he brings. He's a realist. That's always healthy, because we do have some people that are the other. But because of these people in the media, you guys have access. And because of me, hopefully you have access to who is coming in. You hear the names a lot. The content is available. We're hungry. And I think, the Nebraska media is good coverage. So these names are familiar to you. Don't be surprised when you hear a name. You're like, oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's because you know the names. If you go to many other fan bases, uh, unless they're super fanatical, they don't know all the players' names. Nebraska, we have some of the best media, and in huge shout out to our Nebraska's communication department, who keep the media, like myself, in the loop with information. They do a great job. They are as transparent as the coaching staff and the university allows them to be. They do a great job, all of them. Um, Matt, Seamus, Keith, Vicky, they do a phenomenal job of making sure that we have information available. So when you hear these names come into the portal, don't be surprised. You're going to know the names, right? Matt Rule has a plan. One of my previous videos, I told you he loves Nebraska, and he does, but he's also competitive. He loves to win. Go watch Damon Benning's Bites from today. He's going to tell you some stuff in there that I think will calm your nerves. Expect the unexpected. You're going to hear some names you weren't expecting. And I think you're going to see some moves that you're going to go, well, that's interesting. But trust that all that falls to the side is not lost, nor did it bring value, right? Sometimes when you lose weight as a bodybuilder, it's because you're getting ready for a competition, right? I've heard. I don't know, but that's what I've heard. So you lose some weight to get ready for the competition. So I believe that this is those cases. That's what we're experiencing right now. Is we're losing some weight. We're losing some great people. But the NCAA is now determined that we could have 105 on scholarship, and here's what it is. And this is going forward. I have some thoughts on that. Maybe I'll do another show on that. If you guys want something on that, let me know. Subscribe, click like, do all that stuff. Follow along. Follow me on Twitter, wherever you want to consume. But thank you for following. I appreciate you guys. Let's do this again. I'll be putting out some more snippets as it comes in. Manic Monday. This month is going to be crazy. Wednesday signing day. Anywho, look forward to it. Have a great rest of your evening. Stay plugged in to the media sources. We have good media sources. Stay plugged in. Appreciate everybody. Take care.